So you want to see, let's just say, simple matrix of plots with groups.
Because I keep coming up with them, but except it looks like a horrible mess.
Matrix plot, let's just do simple. If you do these guys, let's see what it comes up with. This thing?
Okay, yeah, that's where I was not getting. Okay, so you used less.
Yeah, you want me to show you? Well, I'm not using all of them.
Well, that's where I was like, okay, I'm troubled here.
Well,
okay.
That's why I said, this is one data set, so I think in my project explanation I said, analyze each data set separately. And so this is one of the data sets.
Right.
Yeah. So if you combine both data sets in there and create this, it's going to look a little bit messy.
Yeah, that's why I was like, okay. All
now,
right.
right here you can begin to see, okay, because if you don't use time as your predictor, so notice year is not, now I guess we could put year back in here. Let's put year in here just to see what happens. So to do this, I did matrix plot, simple, and I just selected the ones I want.
Right.
Wow. And as far as year goes, I mean, really, year in total private looks pretty good from this plot, but of course, once we plot the regression line, it looks lousy. This one might not be so bad. But if we're looking with just year, I mean, year is not going to do any of these. You're not going to get any good sort of regression.
I can see. I can pick out the total mining because that's what I've been looking at so much recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can pick out the mining really well.
Yeah, sure. I mean, if you stare at the data long enough, you can. Now, private and construction looks like there's a relationship here. You might investigate that one. That one has some kind of relationship, but everything else looks like it's junk. Junk, junk, junk. And this, see, total private, construction, it's the same plot. They're just inverse of each other.
Right.
Really, what you should do is just say, ignore the top and just look at the lower triangular. That's where all the information is. I mean, all this is the same stuff. It's just transposed.
Right, right, yeah. Okay.
So now what most students are going to give me is they're going to say, oh, well, Mr. Flores asked me to do all these models, because I did say do them all, and
right.
You should. It's good practice, right? Because you get to deal with that. How do I interpret the residuals?
Right.
How do I interpret? And that's a struggle that everyone has to go through. But
right.
Really, just from looking at this one was worth doing, and this one's probably worth doing, and everything else is probably not worth doing at all.
Right. Yeah.
And you could show me this and say, look, Mr. Flores, this is worth doing. This is worth doing. I showed you this one. Residuals suck. Not a good model. Did this one.
We'll find out.
And there we go.
Right.
That's that whole data set analyzed.
Okay.
Yeah, see how it works?